What's happening, YouTube? This right here is for my beautiful Aquariuses. I love me some of y'all. Y'all good to me. Your girl love y'all. Okay, know that for sure. Okay, this right here is for my beautiful Aquarius. So I didn't do a reading for you all for the new month, right? So because I didn't, I thought it would be cool to do a Scorpio energy full moon, just so you all would know what's coming, what's going, what needs to be banished, what to welcome in. So this is for Aquarius, right? For May 2025, right? I want you all to have an awareness, because if you have an awareness, then you know what to expect, right? And once you know, you can do better, right? But some things, is just not meant to know, right? So I stay in my lane, because if God tell me I can't tell you, I won't tell you. I just won't say anything. Okay? Let's do this one more again. Trying to hear if my AC coming on. Yeah, I hope you all had a beautiful Mother's Day weekend. You celebrated with those women that you love, that has been good to you, that help nurture you to be the person you are today, right? It could be a teacher, it could be anybody, it could be your mama, your grandma, whoever raised you, right? Whoever supported you, because that's important too, right? All right, then let's get at it. All right, the bottom of the deck, they said the answers you need are coming. So Aquarius, if you were in a position where you needed a better, just say understanding of something, it's saying hold tight. You're going to get that answer you need. Okay. This is for Aquarius spirit. What they need to know. Okay, you gave us two. We'll go with it. It says show the world the real you, right? Hopefully, and it's a full moon in Aquarius. This you all day, shook. It says show the world the real you. So hopefully you're not wearing no mask, and never water down who you are just for somebody else to feel safe, right? I get it. Live unapologetically you, Aquarius, but at the same time, don't ever water down who you are. And it says your dreams need a practical plan. Full moon in Taurus. We are in the Taurus season. However, the moon is in Scorpio, hence the reason for this video. Okay, let me keep these up, because the other signs I did, I don't know, somehow, some way, it was all interconnected. So show the world the real you, Aquarius, and your dreams need a practical plan. I like that. I like that. All day. I really do. Let's get a sacred symbol, okay? Okay. This is from my beautiful aquas. What they need to know, Spirit? What is the sacred symbol that they need to be aware of for this Scorpio full moon? What awareness do they need? Thank you. Okay. Karmic path. Okay. That's at the bottom of the deck. That's what's around you. This is for Aquarius. What they need to know, Spirit? Aquarius. Okay. Psychic. So this is telling me you are very psychically, intuitively in tune. We're going to change this. Let's see. I'm so sorry. I like this song, but it don't sound right. Okay, let me see. Let me just turn it down. Sorry. So this is saying that you have psychic powers. So maybe you didn't know. We got 8 and 4 is 12, right? And that's 3, which to me breaks down to a 3, right? But let me see. So intuition, empathic, empathetic, is you have an empath gifts. I don't know why I couldn't say it. So you have an empathic gifts. Psychic visions, prophecy, and powerful dreaming are present. You now have access to a greater wisdom that is beyond what the human eye can see. This is a time of great awakening. New psychic abilities and gifts come to you now. See the sacredness in your visions. Pay attention to your dreams and the symbols that are repeating as messages. Meditate on this symbol when you want to expand your healing, creative dreaming, and psychic abilities. So, this season, right now, during this full moon in Scorpio, you could be having more psychic awareness. This is the gift that the universe, the Most High Divine God, is wanting you to. I don't want to. I'll say embrace. I was gonna say hold on to embrace. Okay. I love it. I love it. Love it. Love it. Okay. And you know what? One of my best friends, she is an Aquarius. And when I tell you that sister is psychic, woo woo. Yeah, she's psychic. I thought I was. No, this sister, she about that life. And it just comes so natural to her. I love her. She might be listening. You know who you are, girlfriend. All right, let's see. We got think outside the box. And that's an Aquarian thing too, you know. Are very future forward. I have a lot of Aquarian and Sagittarius in my chart, but my son is a Libra, my sun sign. I got a lot of masculine in mine. But Aquarius, they think outside the box. And we are in the age of Aquarius. Aquariuses are very future oriented. They look at things very abstract before like a person can think of it, they have thought it. That is the sign of Oprah Winfrey. There are more famous Aquarians, but she's the first one to come to mind. Okay. They difficult to date. I will say that. I love y'all. I love y'all so much. But y'all difficult to date. They'll be all in their hair. Oh my God, more so than the Libra. They be all in their hair. Next thing you know, y'all in a relationship and you ain't even know. That's how Aquarius is roll. It says so many questions. Where do I stand? So it could be somebody that you're kicking it with, you dating. And what did I just say? They don't know where they stand. You don't know where you stand, right? It's such an Aquarian vibe, right? So I feel like the energy is here, the Aquarian energy. Where do I stand? Because you just never know with an Aquarius. All right, Spirit, what they need to know for this full moon in Scorpio. What's the vibe? What they need to know for my beautiful Aquarius. Thank you. One more, please. One more. At the bottom, there was teacher. Right. Okay. So blocks and obstacles, right? But I think you're going to diminish them, right? Because that nothing lasts forever. So this is saying, my beloved Aquarius, you all have probably went through, undergone, and have come out of something with the strength of a warrior. Basically, if there are some blocks and obstacles, that's nothing to a giant. It's a small step. You already know nothing lasts forever. And this is something that you will go over or go around, right? Or obliviate. It's going to be moved because you are a warrior, right? It's telling you time to celebrate. So whatever's in the way, whatever is new coming down the pipeline, you will be celebrating soon. It could be a pregnancy. It could be birthdays coming up, but I see pregnancy with the pink, and it's saying luck is on your side. So you got some good news. I love it, love it, love it. Where am I going with this? I want to now put a little tarot. I'm using my intuitive cards. These are pretty good. I normally don't use these. I usually use these on myself. But sometimes when I have like those reversals, I like using reversals because I feel like it adds a little more depth to a reading. It helps me out in terms of the reverse, because just because it's a reverse doesn't mean it means the opposite. But this is letting me know like you are with this magician in reverse. Watch your thoughts, right? Because your thoughts are your actions are your thoughts. So be careful because this magician is in reverse. So you got to be careful that when you're thinking thoughts that they are of high vibration, right? Because you're calling things in. You got the Queen of Cups here, but she's in reverse. So you could be emotionally imbalanced. So again, watch your thoughts. Don't be so reactionary emotionally, right? Watch your thoughts, watch your emotions, because what you think, that's what you're bringing in. And just make sure you got all the facts before you overreact, okay? Bottom of the deck, the moon, right? But this in reverse. So it's like you need to release any fears that you may have. This two of swords is in reverse. You know what you know. You're very psychic, right? So if it quack like a duck, look like a duck, guess what? It is a duck, right? So get out your head, because sometimes Scorpio, not Scorpios, Aquarius says y'all have a tendency to overthink, right? Y'all know what y'all know, and nobody can take you out of that. But sometimes your thinking can be a little off, right? Just make sure you got all the facts. So we got the King of Cups, and we got the Knight of Cups. So somebody who is very emotionally balanced, right? This could be somebody that's coming in, or you could be in this energy right now, right? Because you could be a Aquarius, Pisces, cusper, very artistic, very charming, and Pisces are very psychic too, just like the Aquarius. All right, so I'm seeing good stuff, right? Just, you're like in your manifestation phase. Bottom of the deck, this King of Cups, right? Psychic, artistic, and somebody could be coming in your energy that you really like. Like they do it for you. That's what I'm getting. The King of Cups, they know what they want. They like what they like, right? Okay, let's see what's happening. This is for my beautiful Aquarians. What they need to know for the Scorpio full moon, Spirit. This is for Aquarius. Aquarius. Okay. Okay, they gave me two. So you got 9 of coins and 7 of cups in reverse. So this right here is telling me that you self-sufficient. You good on your own. You don't really need anyone. 7 of cups, you got clarity of thoughts. You cognizant. You have self-awareness of yourself. You are very practical and grounded right now. You know what you need to see, right? You're not indecisive. You know it is what it is, and you seeing things for what they are. I like that. That's a glow up right there, Suge. Right? So you are good on your own. You taking it easy. You know yourself. And maybe right now, which I could see as an Aquarius, you like, Lena, I'm good on my own, boo boo kitty. And I'll be like, I get it. I know, I know how you roll, because you a strength of a warrior, right? Because sometimes if you're a warrior, you got to do it on your own. You can't always go with an entourage. So this is telling me you're very abundant by yourself. You're very clear. You have pinpoint precision in your thinking. Okay. At the bottom of the deck, the Chariot. Like, you could be moving, you may be getting a new car, you may be traveling. Everything is happening the way it's supposed to. You got willpower, you focus, right? You got your money on your mind, right? All right, let's see what else. I like that energy for you. And I want to say, is Scorpio your opposite sign? Let me see. Libras is Aries. Maybe not. I'm trying to think. It could be. Don't quote me. All right. I don't want to act like I know it all. What's going on? Okay. The star. Okay. So time to celebrate. But the star is in reverse. So it could be a little negativity. You could be bored. That's what I'm getting. You could be bored. You could be like, I already know what to do, Lena. You ain't telling me nothing. I know. I probably ain't. But if this is something new for those who are not at the highest energy as an Aquarius, you could be lacking a little faith. But it's something that's going to turn around. It could be, you could have your moments of a little negativity of things not working out, right? You could be in your emotions, and you know what? You are representing and showing up as yourself as this Aquarian. So you could be dealing with another Aquarian. Maybe it's something you're trying to start or do, and you lack an inspiration. Okay. I can see that. So because of that, you could be bored. Okay. And I will say this, Aquarius, they love to be friggin' entertained. They all about a party. If you want to party, they love to party. All right, what else I need to know for this Scorpio full moon for Aquarius? All right, the moon. But you know it's in reverse. So you release some fear and anxiety, but that's still good. You know, things are being unveiled. So if you were worried about something, there's no need because it's like you like an owl right now. It's like you looking at things from all angles. Like you tapping into your cusper sign, especially if you're an Aquarius, Pisces. You release some fear and anxiety. You like you could if somebody coming to you right now on some BS, you could see it. You could see right through it. Um, you're hearing and you trusting your intuition. Right. I see that. Okay, what's the outcome for Librians? Librians. Damn, I didn't mean Librians. What's the outcome for Aquarius? Okay. Five of Cups. Okay, so you could be missing someone. Emotional baggage. Resisting change. Okay, we're going to tap into that. Why is this Nine of Coins and Seven of Cups here for Aquarius? Okay, Eight of Coins. So you could be a little OCD. It's like you're not giving up, right? All work, no play. So this is telling me you need to simmer to the down now. You need some work-life balance, right? Because it's like you good on your own. You got, I'm seeing like you thinking right. You making good choices for yourself. And I could see the boredom, right? It's because you working hard. So we got to balance that out. You got to balance it out because you need to, you need to also enjoy yourself, but that's not a normal Aquarius trait. But again, this is how you present it. This is the energy. Okay, this Five of Wands, it came out kind of like up. It's kind of like sideways. So it's like situation. You're trying to find a common ground. It's asking you to. That would be the outcome. So like if you're bored, we just kind of talked about that. You need to be able to balance work and play, right? With your friends. Don't be so isolated. Money right now is kind of looking good. If not, this is telling me you work better on your own, right? And take it easy. This is also saying with the Seven of Cups in reverse, this is telling me that you're more decisive now. Your thoughts are good, you're more high vibrational, and that you could just be all work, and because you're all work you're very bored and you just need like a sense of something to give you some purpose. The Star, I don't know what it is that you're working on. Why is this Two of Cups? So maybe when it comes to relationships, maybe you don't have one. With this Two of Cups, this is like a divine union, right? And it says you need, I'm sorry, I'm just going back, I'm skipping a little bit. Your dreams need a practical plan and show the world the real you. It's all right to be, a little, I was going to say eccentric, right? Because they're saying that somebody could be coming in with this Two of Cups. To me, that's like a twin flame. Like it's time to celebrate, but maybe you don't feel like there is any faith in a relationship. Maybe you telling me, Lena G, I'm good. I don't need nobody. Right. And you probably don't, but you can't live on an island by yourself. And it's all right to love somebody. I ain't saying you got to be codependent and need them, but I'm just saying that it's all right to have someone come in your life that you can share with, right? Maybe you just got like bogged down energy, not worth the effort. Maybe you feel like it's not worth it, but it is. Okay. I'm here to tell you it is worth the effort. The Star, lack of faith. So you don't believe in love. Maybe not right now. You ain't ready. You kind of defensive when it comes to love, right? But it's possible to meet someone that's going to be fair and just, right? Somebody that can give you the type of love that you're wanting, right? Somebody that is fair. They could be a Libra, somebody who is an air sign, because I'm seeing this star sign. Somebody who come and bring balance to your life, right? They got the Five of Swords, but maybe you used to dealing with people that had hidden agendas, right? And maybe that is what's painting your decision right now. We got the Nine of Coins, and maybe in the past, remember we pulled the card Like, where do we stand? Maybe in the past you used to dealing with people who were very deceptive. You didn't know where you stood, right? And then you got the Ten of Wands, but you had to carry a heavy load. Maybe you were doing too much. And I get it. Maybe you're like, Lena G, I don't want to deal with it because in the past I was dealing with these people and all they wanted from me was this and that. Maybe money, maybe time. But if you had to deal with the time, maybe you had to pay for the time. I don't know. How is this going to end right here for my beautiful Aquarius? I know y'all want to hear it. Don't curse me out. Okay, the cards fell out the way it fell out. So it's telling me you got new love coming in if you want it, right? But guess what? It's in reverse. This is saying that you could be holding back with love, right? Yeah, yeah. And you're just like taking care of yourself. But if you want love, it can come. But this is telling me you're being resistant. You are being resistant. And this is why the universe is telling you to show the world the real you. It's all right, and because the cards is telling me that you feel a little lonely. Look how guarded she is. She afraid to be vulnerable. And this is saying that you resisting change. I see it, sure. But yeah, we know you can take care of yourself, Aquarius. I see that you a strong person, but it's also telling me you holding back. You won't let nobody love you. What's that song by Mario? You should let me love you. Let me be the one that something you need. Big, good love and affection. All of that. That's what you need. Ain't nothing wrong with that. I'm laughing, but there's nothing wrong with it. Because Aquarius, they strong. But you got the strength of a warrior. You're so strong emotionally. You're like, you ain't gonna break me down. What's the song by Beyonce? You won't break my soul. Anybody trying to break your soul, Aquarius? But damn it, you gotta share it too, girl, boy. I gotta share it. All right, on to Aquarius. The moon. Why is this moon here? What else does Aquarius need to know that they holding on so tightly? But y'all intuition on point, but I guess it would be if you just by yourself, right? And that's not the case for everybody, but apparently it's enough for me to pick up on this energy. Seven of Wands. So backing down, make amends. So this is in reverse, the Seven of Wands, right? So you trying to avoid a conflict. What does that mean? Why? I don't understand. If they got mental clarity, this want to come out. This Knight of Coins. Okay. So maybe you got, if it was a water sign, maybe this person come across as very romantic, charming. Yeah, they know what to say, but it's like with this water sign, you could be compromising with them. You could be compromising and you have clarity, right? Right. This person is also psychic too. They are Pisces. They could be a Pisces. Why is this Knight of Cups here? King of Coins. So this is in reverse. This is a earth sign. And this is a Capricorn. So this person could be very jealous, ungrounded, and very stubborn. Why is this here? So somebody younger, a little older. This Knight of Cups is like your age or younger. Okay. Seven of Swords. So, but it's in reverse. So somebody might be coming clean. They feel remorseful. Why is that here? That's why you got mental clarity. Somebody could be juggling. They're very jealous. Why is the Seven of Swords here? I'm a little confused. Somebody's coming clean about what? Excessive control. Wow. So this person like a lot of control. They're very domineering. Capricorns are like that. They could be dealing with father issues too. They could be very aggressive, very pushy, right? This is saying within the next 3 months you might see this, right? Um, and that because of that, it could be some delays. They got the Six of Swords. So this is somebody from your past. Just be careful because this is somebody's returning. And because of that, it's no progress. All right. One more spirit because I'm like this King of Cups and this Emperor. Okay. What's up? What are you trying to tell me? Release limiting beliefs. You may have to release this person. It's like take back your power. So if you're dealing with the earth sign or a younger water sign, it is saying that they're asking you to take your power back. Why do they have to take their power back? What's going on? Why is that? Sugar honey. I'm not gonna take it. This is a King of Wands, a natural born leader. This right here is a fire sign, but we're not taking it. Okay. So luck is on your side, but when it comes to, they say you got some clarity, but you got some people in your energy. They could be an Aries, they could be a Capricorn, they can be a Pisces. This person could be very controlling. They could be very possessive, ruled by material things, but they're saying release limited beliefs. Um, is this going anywhere? Yes, upright, reverse, no. Is this going anywhere with this King of Coins or a Knight of Cups? With the Knight of Cups, is this going anywhere? It could be. It could be, but it's saying it's not worth it. So if you're messing with a water sign, it could go somewhere, but they're like, you try another approach, right? Because it's out of control, but it may not be worth the squeeze. Is this King of Coins going anywhere? They're saying it's possible within a year or more. Maybe you will know more. You know, you might know more. You might know more like within a year because this is maybe around this time next year. You will know. What about this Emperor? It's a possibility too. But this person may. They say you might meet someone new. You might meet someone new with this Ace of Coins. Okay. And what is the outcome? What is the advice for Aquarius? What is the advice for Aquarius? One more. Thank you. Queen of Cups. That's a good energy. Queen of Cups is very intuitive. She's very loving. Eight of Cups. But be true to yourself. This is saying that you could be staying for the wrong reasons, right? You intuitive, a lot of intuitive cards came out. And you could be, and things will happen fast. So like as this information come, one, you could be traveling, a lot of movement, things will take off fast. Like if you are open to meeting someone, it will happen fast. But this is saying that you keep looking to the past. And because of that, you are preventing like new doors from opening up. This is also saying that somebody is being dishonest with you. Yeah, creating self-doubt. But this is saying follow your intuition. You got people here, you got some heavy energy with people being very rigid. They lack control. So when they lack control, they're very impulsive. They do things that can be very reckoning, or reckless with themselves and with you. You got somebody who is this Pentacles, which is a earth sign, which is a Cancer. I'm sorry, they could be a Cancer, but I was trying to say Capricorn, Taurus, Virgo, who is they said miserly, but they stingy, they are jealous and very possessive and greedy. They want they want you to give to them, but they don't want to give to you. It's very mismatched, right? And that you have a Knight of Cups in there. But just know with a Knight of Cups, they're going to say all the right stuff, but they may not stay, right? They just in love with love. They like a lot of attention, this Knight of Cups. And with this Ace of Coins, which is Ace of Pentacles, you got a new beginning if you want to. And this new beginning can bring in some money. Okay. All right. So, but it is definitely saying that you have new love, new beginnings, but you have to be open to it. Okay. And I say that because you pulled the Five of Cups, and the Five of Cups is somebody who is lonely, sad. You're doing a lot of work, but you put it in a lot of work, like physical work, so you don't have to deal with love. Okay. All right. So you could be dealing with somebody who is a Scorpio, Pisces, Capricorn, another Aquarius, an Aries, Pisces, A Scorpio, a Libra, another Aquarius, a Leo, yeah, Scorpio. This is a Virgo and Pisces and another Scorpio. Okay, all right. Let's see. We getting there, Suge. Let's oop, let's see for the love messages. This is for my beautiful Aquarius. This is saying surrender, right? Let go, release. You got to let go of the past. And, intuition. Your intuition was all up in here. It's like you know what to do, but you just like get in your head. They saying, nothing is a coincidence. Follow the signs, symbols, and synchronicities because the universe is speaking to you. It's up to you to heed and listen to it. There is a new relationship that is coming, but that's only if you are open to it, right? You're very guarded right now. It's like you got clarity, you know the truth, but just because you know it don't mean you're doing it, right? Right. Be careful because you got somebody that's a snake around you. They're very deceptive. You know who they are, okay? Right. And they're saying you just rather be single right now because you're like, Lena G, I don't feel like dealing with nobody. I don't trust them. They lying. That may very well be the case. However, but some people still have good intentions, right? Because if not, the world, you will hear mayhem coming out your door. It ain't like that, right? The single card coming out. This is for my beautiful Aquarius. 3 cards, Spirit. Thank you. You gave me a little more. New love if you want it, right? New love. That's if you want it. And I said, you can have it. So somebody could be reminiscing, spying on you, looking at your social media accounts, or you could be doing this. They could be going through, looking at your pictures. It look like you got an ex, a lover, or old flame that is going back, looking and feeling some kind of way, feeling nostalgic, feeling all in their feelings. You could be walking away from someone, right? Could be a situationship, but you walking away from somebody. There's an ending and it's over. They're saying it's a wrap, right? You could be afraid to leave for whatever reason. Maybe because this is something new and you just like, I don't know what I'm gonna do, but you're gonna be all right because a new relationship is trying to come in. Okay. 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 What else I want to say? Messages of love. We got 2 more things and I'm going to let y'all go. This is for my beautiful Aquarius. What they need to know, Spirit. Messages of love. Messages of love for Aquarius. Okay. Somebody said, I feel pain from the damage I have caused. So somebody knew that they weren't being authentic with you and they were just drama filled. Okay. 2 more, Spirit, please. 1 more. Okay, they gave me a little more. We'll roll with it. So you got somebody who was a runner chaser. They were in and out. 1 minute they in, next minute they out. They just put they baby toe in, they big toe, and then they're like, I'm out. When it got a little hot, they like, I can't deal with this. So they saying they don't want to run anymore, but actions speak louder than words. Again, remember the first question that came out with the Fates Oracle was like, I don't know where we stand. So you got somebody in your energy who says, I feel unclear about where we stand. So still some ambiguity, right? Somebody really still don't know where y'all stand. So somebody you need to sit down and have a conversation with. Either you don't know and you need a better understanding or vice versa. They said, I feel shattered about this situation. So somebody is all up in their head about this relationship. They don't know if they're coming or going. And by lying, I ripped us apart. So you had somebody in your energy who wasn't living in their truth. They was living a double life. I could see that with those other cards, right? I'm trying to think. Money. Let's see what's happening with the money. I got some other money cards that I didn't use on the other one, the other signs I read for, but not this one. But the next one I may do another one, like another moon reading. Not a moon reading, like a money reading. I'll use the other cards. Okay. All right. This is for my Virgos. What they need to know about their monies this month. Okay. Denial. Are you refusing to face the reality about some aspect of your financial life? So if you're overspending, not saving, not diversifying, right? Cutting back subscriptions. I know you're like, Lena G, I gotta do something. Yes, you do. You know, you want your little subscriptions, but it's just saying that you may have to curtail it, right? Can't do like we used to. It's like they're really forcing us to be isolated. More so, right? Unless you live in a double or triple household income wise. This is for Aquarius. Thank you. Denial. Oh my God. So this is coming out twice. Are you refusing to face the reality about some aspect of your life? So watch your spinning shit. Watch your traveling. Watch, just try, only get what you really need at this time. Okay. All right. All right. This is the last card. This right here is the guardian angel for my beautiful Aquarius. What they need to know for this full moon in Scorpio. What's the vibe? Okay. Please like, share, and subscribe. Communicate with me. Let me know what you like, what you didn't like. I don't bite. In fact, I like the interaction. Okay. All right. Let's see. This is for Virgo. I'm Virgos. Aquarius. This is for Aquarius. So this is 7 of emotions. It says your angels are asking you to make an important decision that you've been putting off. It's likely you know which choice you should make, but you're procrastinating so you don't upset someone else. I see that. Ask heaven for guidance and then make the choice that celebrates who you really are. Right. Let me let you see that. So to thy own self be true, my dear. So this is letting me know, my fellow Aquarians, that you know what you need to do. Definitely open up to someone. You got somebody in your corner who is not authentic. They're not living in their truth, and it's preventing you from living a full fulfillment. You are very intuitive. You know what to do. You just need to do it. I love you. That's what's up. Aquarius, please like, share, and subscribe, and I'll see you next time. Peace.